You are now tuned in to Not Without Alonzo.
Alonzo.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Oh, man, some of everything, man. I'm sitting there watching the news. I'm watching TMZ. And now that I'm doing this podcast, I've been a lot more in tune to what's happening with my fellow hip-hoppers, especially these youngsters, man. They don't know shit. They don't know shit. No disrespect to those who do know, but when you step outside of America, the game changes completely. And I understand you thought you were defending yourself, or whatever the case may be, but they're not going to let you go home and have you come back, trust you to come back to Sweden. Ain't going to happen like that. You got to wait your ASAP Rocky. I mean, allegedly somebody tapped the girl's ass. Now, was it worth jumping on the guy? I bet you if you ask him right now, he's going to tell you no. Okay, and me and some of my boys have had the same conversation, and sometimes you got to learn to walk the fuck away. Okay, wasn't no bloodshed, wasn't no major situation. Yeah, he may have been wrong as fuck, but you not at home, baby. You don't have the home field advantage. And when you put yourself in that position, man, for me, when I go to Tijuana, the last thing I want to do is get caught up in a goddamn jail and that motherfucker right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so, for the most part, it's always been a good experience, but you don't want to get to fighting in Tijuana. Okay, that's right down the goddamn road. You don't want to get to fighting in Tijuana and end up in one of them goddamn jails where you are the minority. Okay? Nigga, you don't even speak the language. Okay? You can't talk no shit. And the lawyer don't mean shit, the rights and all the other. Nigga, you might not make it through booking. So you cross various oceans, hundreds, thousands of miles away in another country completely. That's predominantly white. Now, they have a different system. They say their jails are very nice, but you ain't home, motherfucker. And when you find yourself in certain situations, you got to think. And I think that's one of the things that hip-hop, a lot of hip-hop cats think they can do anything, any place. And that's not always the best situation. When you see this happening to guys, and now the president got to get involved, now it's gonna look real rough on you for the home team, because he gonna use you as a pawn.
Oh yeah.
He gonna use, I got ASAP Rocky out, and let the black woman out when it come time for election. All this shit's gonna be redundant. Let him go. I got him out, brought him home, okay? Shit like that. And according to the grapevine, ASAP ain't one of them. He ain't everybody's favorite rapper. He ain't like he's a political prisoner, He's not one of those cats that,
I love that bitch. It's my fucking problem.
Okay, he ain't Chuck D. You know what I'm saying? You ain't Flavor Flav, but you're still a brother, and I don't want to see you have to go through that shit. But in the meantime, as brothers go across these waters and start to deal with different governments, remember, first and foremost, your ass is not in Kansas anymore, Doc. You're not in California. You're not in the States. The drugs. I had partners back in the day, man. Nigga went to China, tried to smuggle some marijuana in the keyboard. Man, he didn't make it out the airport. Dude, they like, do you know in China this is a felony? We don't play this shit on no level in China, no level. He had to get right back on the goddamn plane and go right back home. He got lucky as fuck. Okay, man, that motherfucker right there. You ain't heard his name nowhere, no more in life. Okay, some of y'all may not know this. Back in the day, I think it was it Brazil.
Where he got came?
Yeah.
It was China. It was Singapore.
Singapore.
It's China, right?
Singapore.
China.
It's Singapore. That's a part of it. It's in the Asian community, Asian country. This white boy goes to Singapore, decides he's gonna do some graffiti on some shit. Okay, and they caught him. Bill Clinton was the president. Okay, look it up. They don't play that shit. You think shit's fucked up here? They put hands on your ass, okay, for real. Homeboy got caned, okay? They had a display on television what he was in store for. It was some painful shit to the dummy. The dummy was like, motherfucker. They hit him across his back, okay? with a cane, some kind. They called it caning. It's some shit about this thick. I think they gave him 10, and the guy who was swinging 10 swats, 10 lashes, whatever you want to call them, the guy who was swinging it was a healthy, well-developed cat. They put hands on his ass. That motherfucker wouldn't even write his name on the check no more, okay? So when you go overseas, and sometimes they'll use your ass as an example. Ain't nobody heard of nobody else going to Singapore writing a goddamn thing on the wall or nothing else. It don't happen, okay? They know they don't play that shit in Singapore. Gonna be the same thing here. When you take your ass overseas and start fucking with, especially a predominantly white country where your ass stands out like a sore thumb, you can't hide, motherfucker. Ain't like you gonna go to the hood and just dip into the hood and hang out. No. You're in Sweden and they don't play that shit. So I hope he gets out sometime soon. I hope he can get out without the assistance of our president, or what they call him, Orange 45.